Alright, Blanksmith here. So we're going to look at one of my current indie projects I'm working on. It started off as just like a thing to scare my friends with or whatever, but I'm actually starting to really dig it. So I got Oculus Rift dev kit coming on in the way soon, and this game I think it's going to be a lot of fun to develop for it. So let's check it out. So looking over at my Unity tutorial endeavor. I'm just going to go over a project that I'm currently working on and just show some things. I'm all up for some requests, so if you see something that you're interested in learning how to do, please comment or message me. Hit me up on Twitter or something like that. Let me know. So the outside of this is pretty funky looking, I know, but it's beginning of a survival horror game I've been designing. Eventually going to build it around for the Oculus Rift. Right now I'm just exploring different things. So take a look around here real quick. Started off as calling it the cellar, but then I was like, I'm totally going to build a piano hall, so people don't have piano halls in their cellar. Decided that I would probably need to update the name. So right now I'm just calling the game Superstition. Working on learning different ambient techniques for horror games, jump scares, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of ugly inside, but just blocking it in. It's a prototype, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and load it up. Take a walk around. So we got the flashlight. Turn on and off. Using one of the built-in light cookies. So gives it the nice flashlight look. It's actually called flashlight, so that's pretty awesome. And I'm using some, scripting JavaScripts for controlling triggers, which pretty much control the haunting. I'll go over and actually, I'm not going to do the piano just yet. Go over here and do some of these electronic voice phenomenon type scare points. Because the game, the way I'm envisioning it right now, is that you're going to have, paranormal investigating tools like EMF reader and a digital sound recorder, that kind of thing. And my GUI I'm going to build around it being able to kind of detect when a haunt is near, or when an apparition is near, or an event's about to take place. Like I plan on showing the temperature surrounding the player on the screen using a real simple GUI, so that when the temperature starts to drop, it can actually give some type of audio alert that would actually help build tension. So if you've ever played the original Silent Hill, out of mind blank there for a second. It's Silent Hill. So if you remember the radio static noise, it would actually get louder the closer you got to a monster, and it would build suspense like crazy. So same idea. So anyway, so we'll go over to the next one of these EVP areas, which are the haunts are all marked in with a haunt light, the little red tint right now. So if you turn that off, you can kind of see it better. And so the player's objectives at the current point in time is for them, when they're investigating, a location, they're here to recover as much data as possible. So they're looking to hit all these key areas within a location to either collect the recordings or witness the apparition. And not all haunt areas will be marked in red. Some of the more difficult ones to obtain will require the player to set up a series of events and triggers to get the bigger scares to take place. So that brings me to my next thing, is that I'll actually be developing an in-game camera effect so that players can actually snap photos of ghosts or things floating in the air and that kind of thing, which will actually increase their rating for when they investigate a location. So think about like Pokemon Snap, for instance. If you ever played that, you can actually snap photos of the environment of Pokemon doing different things, and sometimes you'd have to use different objects to get the Pokemon to come out, or to feed or something like that. So think about that. So like, maybe I'm in a location where there's a supposed demon possession taking place or something. Maybe I would use a crucifix or holy water, which would cause an outburst of the demon, which then it would allow the player to snap photos real quick. versus where if another player was unable to get the demon to appear, they would have a much less, lower rating at that location. So you kind of get the idea of where I'm going with this. So we'll hit up another couple of haunt areas here, some EVP recordings. So there's one of the jump scares, and that's pretty much it. Go back through here, and last but not least, let's check out the piano. So the piano is the beginning of one of my more complex dynamics events. It's going to be that I'm toying around with. So the idea is that you would come over here and you would start the piano, which I'll do now. Then I'm thinking about something along the lines of having apparitions of here, dancing, or maybe a crowd form of spirits around who are actually maybe attending the hall. Maybe there was a fire here and killed a mass amount of people. I don't know. The point is that you can build a series of more dynamic events and things to happen, so that the player is not simply just walking around hitting one-step triggers. So the idea would be that you'd have to start the piano and then maybe place a pocket watch on the stool to get the pianist to appear. Maybe he's one of the rare ghosts for the location. So you get the idea of what I'm talking about. Alright. So that's all I have so far for Superstition, the game. Back out here. So as you can see, it's lots of room to expand, lots of ideas. I've been working on this for probably a total of 16 hours so far, so over the course of about 3 or 4 days. Not really busting my chops over it just yet. I am getting really excited about it though, the more I get into it. So hit me up with any requests, any ideas, or anything you'd like to see broken down. I can actually go over the code and the actual creation process of any one part of the game. And please like and subscribe, share with your buddies. If you're into game design, let's get together and talk. Alright, peace.